Hi guys, and welcome back to the Karvin Katers Cooking Channel. Today we have winged gyoza pork dumplings. As always, we have our ingredients laid out here, but if you guys need them, they're down in the description box. We're going to begin by just buzzing up or mincing up our scallions, ginger, and garlic. I'm using a food processor. If you guys want to use your knife skills, you are more than welcome to mince that up. And we're going to add that to our pork right after. That's how we're going to season them. If you see what I'm doing here, I'm just removing those large pieces that my food processor didn't get. So, plus up to those that are actually using their knives. Once we add that to our bowl, we're going to add our pork, and then followed by our soy sauce and sesame oil. And as the recipe says down below, we are reserving some of our sesame oil and soy sauce along with the reserved garlic, ginger, and scallion mix. We're going to reserve that because we're going to make a dipping sauce. Now, while we're here, we're going to mix up that pork, make sure that it's well seasoned. I left you guys with the salt and pepper. You season to your tasting or your liking. I personally, like I said, I usually salt my food. For you guys that are on the lower sodium diets or whatever the case may be for your health reasons, you want to make sure that you keep in mind that soy sauce is higher on the sodium index. So remember that you can always add more, but you can't remove it. While our meat's chilling out there, we're going to prepare our sauce. We have our reserved mix that we made with the soy sauce, the ginger, the garlic, the sesame oil. We're going to add a little chili flakes because I like it hot, some brown sugar, and a little bit of rice wine vinegar. This one's on the sweeter side. And we're just going to mix that up and leave it off to the side. Alright, and now to the tricky side. We're going to begin by wrapping our dumplings. So we're going to wet the outer rims of our dumpling wrapper. We're going to put about a tablespoon worth of meat on the inside. We're going to fold it in a half moon version, as you see. And we're going to begin pleating it with our dominant hand while sticking it to the unpleated side simultaneously. Now, so you guys can see it again, I'm going to do another one. This will take practice. Rome wasn't built in a day, so no stress if you don't get it right away. And kudos to you if you get it right away. As I said, this will take practice, but no worries because you're about to fill a buttload of these up. So we have about 50, I want to say 45 to 50 I got out of this mix, with probably maybe 2 dumplings worth of meat left. But, whatever you got. So over here, I'm just preparing myself for the whole cooking process. I'm making a slurry with my cornstarch and water. This is a tablespoon to 1 cup of water ratio. Just because I want it to be on the more fluid side. I don't want this to thicken up on me. I just want to use it as a terms of getting crispiness. So mix that up. I'm going to make sure I have my lid ready to go. And we're going to start off. Now with my pan on medium heat, I'm adding my oil. And I'm going to begin layering my dumplings in a circular fashion. You guys can do this much closer. I was purposely exaggerating the space between just so that you guys can see what the wings look like when done properly, but you'll see later. We always have, if you want something to go wrong, make sure you plan it out. But no worries, guys, because remember, this is the kitchen. As long as we do it with love, I'm pretty sure it'll taste good. So lay those out. We're gonna wait for them to grab just a little bit of color right before adding our mix. And guys, be careful. Remember, I don't want to say I'm a professional, but I am a professional, so my hands don't have any feeling anymore when I touch these hot things. So you guys, please do be careful. We're going to add our slurry, spread it around, give that some time to dissipate, which is about 5 minutes. And here you are. You see that the water has already begun to leave. And what we're left with is oil and cornstarch. And that is how we get our wings, that little skin that we have developing on the bottom. I'm going to leave this uncovered now. And once that dries up, you guys can just turn off the heat, make sure it's nice and golden brown, and you invert your pan. And if your pan is non-stick or seasoned well, which this one is not, it should come out fairly easy. If not, just give it a little tap, Some of it will come out and some of them will just stick up there because that's how they work. But no worries, just hold on. We're just gonna scrape those off, rearrange our platter, and we are good to go. As you guys see, it's still a success. It didn't come out as we wanted it to in terms of it just releasing from the pan as one whole, but as you can see, it still has its wings. So success nonetheless. And once you guys get the rest of those bad boys to release from the pan, you guys can plate it up with your sauce in the dead center or off to the side, or go stag and no sauce at all. But however you want to serve them, make sure that they're nice and hot. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to hit like and subscribe. If you guys have any questions, concerns, or compliments, don't forget to drop a comment down below, or you guys can interact with me on Instagram to see more content. Thank you. And just because y'all thought I was done, just listen up real close for that crunch.